Vaccinate our world. That's a call from various organizations for Germany to support the TRIPS waiver on the COVID-19 vaccine. TRIPS is the World Trade Organization agreement on trade-related aspects of intellectual property rights. The proposed temporary waiver on intellectual property protection would allow more manufacturers to produce life-saving vaccines in this time of COVID. Germany, though, has opposed it. The protest at the German embassy is scheduled to happen on Tuesday. Let's find out some more about it. We chat now to Nduduzo Dube from the AIDS Healthcare Foundation. Nduduzo, good afternoon and thanks so much for your time. Just tell us more about this protest and why particularly at the German embassy. What have they said about the TRIPS waiver that has led you to take this action?
As the AIDS Healthcare Foundation, a global non-profit making organization that has got a vision of controlling the HIV pandemic globally, that is reducing its impact on mankind, on an ongoing campaign globally to all stakeholders, could it be political leadership, civil society, corporate world, global development agencies, global health initiatives, to come together to try and make sure that everyone in the world is vaccinated against COVID. From our point of view, this is the only way we can win the battle against COVID-19 if everyone is vaccinated, so that there's no way where new variants can propagate and develop develop. Because once everyone is vaccinated, the vaccine won't have any place where it can replicate, because when it replicates, that's when it develops new variants. So we're saying to the rest of the world, the German, the developed world, to say, even if you vaccinate your people only or your population only, you will never remain safe as long as the other world is not vaccinated and the virus is still replicating in those countries.
Well, I have to wonder, though, why this is a focus for you, particularly in this week. I mean, should we not bring, should you not be bringing your action closer to home in terms of spurring on the South African government to actually get its house in order and get its act together to vaccinate its own people? And I understand this fight. I understand trying to prevent sort of, richer nations from hoarding their vaccines and sharing it with the rest of the world. But isn't the matter here at home a bit more urgent at the moment?
Yeah, the matter here at home is very urgent. I mean, we can say the government hasn't responded comprehensively or satisfactorily. Definitely, we, as a country that is a bit more developed and has a bit more resources, we expect to at least have covered more ground in terms of vaccination. As we speak, we're at around only 4% or 3.8% of people who have just got a vaccine, and then people who have got a complete vaccine, we're only about 1% of the population. And this is almost 6 months, or I would say 6 months later, since the vaccine was availed to the world. So a lot needs to be done. But our campaign is basically to appeal to everyone, even political leadership, to garner any resource or strength that they can have towards making sure that everyone is vaccinated. But again, we were also limited by the patents, the drug patents as well. We need to highlight that could we have had access to the intellectual property to produce the vaccines here in South Africa, would have covered more ground. But those patents that Germany is refusing to sign on the TRIPS agreement waiver are the ones that are stopping us and many other countries in accessing the vaccine, because it then makes the vaccine costly, it then makes the number of doses that are available limited, and then when they are limited, the cost goes higher.
Yeah. All right. Well, Nduduzo, very, very quickly for us, we understand vaccine equity being the focus here. Yes, it is very important as well. Let's hope you get to have your protest on Tuesday, depending on what the president has to say. But how can people get involved? It is a cause I'm sure many are behind, to say let's have equal treatment of everyone around the world in the middle of this killer pandemic. So how do they get involved?
I would say we need to come together as civil society. We need to push our leadership. We need to push our government to provide the vaccine. I mean, we need to push our governments to prioritize. And at the same time, again, when the vaccine is available, let's do away with all the mysteries and misconceptions that will make some people have vaccine hesitancy. We should be readily available. There are a lot of research that is shown. I mean, there's a recent research that came out that showed that out of all the people that were dying in the United States, only 1% of them were those that were vaccinated, meaning the 99% of those people that are dying and those that are not vaccinated. So definitely the vaccines are working.
Okay.
So as civil society, let's push to have the vaccine and make sure that whenever we're given the opportunity to vaccinate, we do vaccinate. And then we also try to practice all the infection control practices that are there, because the vaccine doesn't protect you 100%.
No.
So you still need to maintain social distances. You still need to maintain, wear a mask and sanitize and avoid crowds.
Yes.
For me, the other most important thing is that government can do a lot in terms of providing the vaccine, but as long as you still go around and expose yourself, you might not win this battle against COVID-19.